Chapter 11. Sustainable Growth and Long-Term Vision. Sustainable growth and long-term vision are two of the most critical responsibilities of a leader. In a world where short-term gains often dominate decision-making, leaders must rise above immediate pressures to focus on strategies that ensure the enduring success of their organizations, communities, and the environment. Sustainable growth is not just about financial prosperity. It encompasses environmental stewardship, social equity, and ethical governance. Similarly, a long-term vision is the guiding light that helps leaders navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and inspire their teams to work toward a shared future. In this chapter, we will explore the principles of sustainable growth, the importance of long-term vision, and the practical steps leaders can take to integrate these concepts into their leadership approach. By embracing these responsibilities, leaders can create organizations that thrive not only today, but for generations to come. Understanding sustainable growth. Sustainable growth refers to the ability of an organization or community to expand and develop in a way that meets present needs without compromising the ability of future generations to meet their own. It is a holistic approach that balances economic, social, and environmental considerations. For leaders, sustainable growth is about making decisions that create value over the long term while minimizing harm to people and the planet. The triple bottom line: people, planet, and profit. The concept of sustainable growth is often associated with the triple bottom line, which emphasizes three interconnected pillars: people, planet, and profit. Leaders who prioritize sustainable growth recognize that success cannot be measured solely by financial performance. Instead, they strive to achieve a balance between 1. People, ensuring the well-being of employees, customers, and communities. This includes promoting diversity, equity, and inclusion, as well as supporting education, health, and social development. 2. Planet, protecting the environment by reducing waste, conserving resources, and adopting sustainable practices. Leaders must consider the ecological impact of their decisions and work towards solutions that mitigate climate change and preserve biodiversity. 3. Profit, generating financial returns that enable the organization to invest in innovation, growth, and social responsibility. Profitability is essential for sustainability, but it must be pursued in a way that aligns with ethical and environmental principles. By addressing all three dimensions of the triple bottom line, leaders can create organizations that are resilient, adaptable, and capable of thriving in a rapidly changing world. The role of leadership in sustainable growth. Leaders play a pivotal role in driving sustainable growth. Sustainable growth and long-term vision. Set the tone for the organization, establish priorities, and allocate resources. To lead sustainably, leaders must adopt a long-term perspective. Sustainable growth requires a shift from short-term thinking to long-term planning. Leaders must resist the temptation to prioritize immediate gains at the expense of future stability. Foster innovation. Sustainability often involves rethinking traditional practices and embracing new technologies. Leaders must encourage creativity and experimentation to develop solutions that address complex challenges. Engage stakeholders. Sustainable growth is a collaborative effort that involves employees, customers, investors, and communities. Leaders must build strong relationships with stakeholders and involve them in decision-making processes. Measure and report progress. Transparency is essential for accountability. Leaders should establish clear metrics for sustainability and regularly report on progress to stakeholders. The importance of long-term vision. A long-term vision is the foundation of sustainable growth. It provides a clear sense of direction and purpose, guiding leaders and their teams toward a shared goal. Without a long-term vision, organizations risk becoming reactive, fragmented, and unable to adapt to changing circumstances. Defining a long-term vision. A long-term vision is a strategic roadmap that outlines where an organization wants to go and how it plans to get there. It is aspirational yet grounded in reality, providing a framework for decision making and resource allocation. A strong vision answers key questions such as: what is our ultimate purpose? What impact do we want to have on the world? How will we adapt to future challenges and opportunities? A compelling vision inspires and motivates people, uniting them around a common cause. It serves as a beacon that keeps the organization focused, even in times of uncertainty. Characteristics of an effective long-term vision. An effective long-term vision has several key characteristics. 1. Clarity. The vision must be clear and easy to understand. Ambiguity can lead to confusion and misalignment. 2. Relevance. The vision should resonate with stakeholders and reflect the organization's values, mission, and goals. 3. Adaptability. While the vision provides a long-term direction, it must also be flexible enough to accommodate changes in the external environment. 4. Ambition. A strong vision challenges the organization to strive for excellence and achieve meaningful impact. 5. Sustainability. The vision should prioritize long-term value creation over short-term gains, aligning with principles of sustainable growth. Sustainable growth and long-term vision. Integrating sustainable growth and long-term vision. Sustainable growth and long-term vision are deeply interconnected. A long-term vision provides the strategic framework for achieving sustainable growth, while sustainability ensures that the vision is grounded in ethical and responsible practices. Leaders must integrate these concepts into their leadership approach to create lasting value. Steps to achieve sustainable growth and long-term vision. 1. Conduct a sustainability assessment. Evaluate the organization's current practices, policies, and performance in relation to the triple bottom line. Identify areas where improvements are needed and set clear sustainability goals. 2. Engage stakeholders. Involve employees, customers, investors, and community members in the development of the vision and sustainability strategy. Their input can provide valuable insights and build support for the initiative. 3. Develop a strategic plan. Create a comprehensive plan that outlines specific actions, timelines, and resources needed to achieve the vision and sustainability goals. Ensure that the plan aligns with the organization's mission and values. 4. Foster a culture of sustainability. Embed sustainability into the organization's culture by promoting awareness, providing training, and recognizing achievements. Encourage employees to take ownership of sustainability initiatives and contribute to the vision. 5. Leverage technology and innovation. Invest in technologies and processes that support sustainable practices such as renewable energy, waste reduction, and digital transformation. Encourage innovation to address emerging challenges and opportunities. 6. Monitor and report progress. Establish key performance indicators, KPIs, to measure progress towards sustainability goals and the long-term vision. Regularly communicate results to stakeholders and use feedback to refine strategies. Challenges and opportunities. While pursuing sustainable growth and long-term vision is essential, it is not without challenges. Leaders must navigate competing priorities, resource constraints, and resistance to change. However, these challenges also present opportunities for growth and innovation. Common challenges. 1. Short-term pressures. Leaders often face pressure to deliver immediate results, which can conflict with long-term goals. 2. Resource limitations. Implementing sustainable practices may require significant investments in time, money, and expertise. 3. Cultural resistance. Employees and stakeholders may be resistant to changes that disrupt established routines. Sustainable growth and long-term vision, or challenge traditional norms. 4. Complexity. Sustainability involves addressing interconnected issues that require multidisciplinary approaches and collaboration. Opportunities for growth. 1. Competitive advantage. Organizations that prioritize sustainability can differentiate themselves in the marketplace and attract socially conscious customers and investors. 2. Employee engagement. A strong vision and commitment to sustainability can inspire employees, boosting morale and productivity. 3. Innovation. Sustainability challenges often drive innovation, leading to new products, services, and business models. 4. Resilience. Organizations that embrace sustainable practices are better equipped to adapt to economic, social, and environmental changes. Case studies: leaders in sustainable growth and long-term vision. Patagonia, a commitment to environmental stewardship. Patagonia, an outdoor apparel company, is a prime example of a business that has successfully integrated sustainable growth and long-term vision. The company is committed to environmental sustainability, using recycled materials, reducing waste, and advocating for climate action. Patagonia's long-term vision is to inspire and implement solutions to the environmental crisis, demonstrating that profitability and sustainability can go hand in hand. Tesla, driving innovation for a sustainable future. Tesla's mission to accelerate the world's transition to sustainable energy exemplifies the power of a long-term vision. By focusing on electric vehicles, renewable energy, and energy storage, Tesla has disrupted traditional industries and set a new standard for sustainability. The company's commitment to innovation and sustainability has positioned it as a leader in the global effort to combat climate change. The role of leaders in shaping the future. Leaders have a profound responsibility to shape the future by prioritizing sustainable growth and long-term vision. Their decisions today will determine the legacy they leave behind and the world they create for future generations. By embracing these principles, leaders can drive meaningful change, inspire others, and build organizations that stand the test of time. In conclusion, sustainable growth and long-term vision are not just responsibilities, they are opportunities to make a lasting impact. As a leader, your ability to think beyond the present, balance competing priorities, and act with integrity will define your success and the success of those you lead. By committing to these principles, you can create a future that is not only prosperous but also equitable, inclusive, and sustainable. Navigating change and sustaining growth. As we move forward from a foundation built on empowerment, the realities of leadership face us with another formidable challenge. Managing change in an ever-evolving environment, leaders are not sustainable growth and long-term vision only tasked with nurturing their teams, but also with steering them through uncertainties, transforming obstacles into opportunities, and ensuring that growth remains steady even amid turbulent conditions. In an era defined by rapid technological advancements, shifting market dynamics, and unforeseen crises, adaptive leadership emerges as a crucial element. Throughout my career, I have learned that even the most well-laid plans can be upended by changes beyond our control. Such moments require readiness to pivot, learn, and innovate. The strength of a leader is revealed not when times are calm, but when they rise to the occasion and guide their team with clarity and courage. Adaptability begins with creating a culture that expects and embraces change. By fostering an environment where every member feels secure in voicing their concerns and proposing innovative solutions, a leader builds resilience among the team. Change, rather than being seen as an imposition, becomes an intrinsic asset that drives continuous improvement. We must view challenges as the soil in which the seeds of creative ideas and new strategies can be planted. A major part of navigating change is clear and transparent communication. In times of uncertainty, ambiguity can breed mistrust and anxiety. Leaders must offer a coherent narrative that communicates not only the difficulties ahead, but also the potential benefits of a new direction. Through honest dialogue and regular updates, the team gains confidence in the leader's vision and collective resolve strengthens. Sharing both successes and setbacks allows the team to learn together, build trust, and move forward with shared purpose. Sustaining growth in this context involves strategic foresight. This means constantly scanning the horizon for emerging trends while remaining agile enough to adjust current practices. As markets evolve and new challenges arise, leaders must balance long-term strategy with immediate tactical responses. Cultivating a continuous learning environment and investing in professional development are key to maintaining a competitive edge. Whether through formal training sessions, cross-functional team projects, or mentoring initiatives, the work toward growth never ceases. By embracing adaptive leadership, we learn the importance of risk-taking. The willingness to experiment with new ideas, to fail and to try again, transforms the organization into a dynamic entity. With each pivot and adjustment comes newfound knowledge that can be leveraged in future endeavors. Celebrating small victories along this unpredictable path reinforces the idea that growth is a cumulative effort, built on every lesson learned from experience. In personal reflection, I acknowledge that my leadership journey has been diverse, punctuated with moments of triumph and trials alike. The challenges presented by change have been opportunities not merely to respond, but to innovate, proving that sustainable growth is not a linear path, but a vibrant tapestry woven from the threads of resilience, adaptability, and vision. Ultimately, leading through change reminds us that our responsibilities are larger than any singular moment or achievement. By guiding our teams with compassion, clear strategy, and unyielding optimism, we build organizations that do more than survive. They thrive in the face of adversity. Sustainable growth and long-term vision. Chapter Summary: Navigating Change and Sustaining Growth are essential responsibilities of an adaptive leader. Effective leadership in times of uncertainty hinges on striking a balance between resilience and innovation. Leaders must cultivate a culture that welcomes change, encouraging team members to contribute ideas and voice concerns openly. Transparent communication lays the groundwork for trust, easing the collective transition through periods of upheaval. By aligning long-term strategy with the agility to respond to immediate challenges, leaders transform adversity into a catalyst for innovation and sustained progress. The process is iterative. Every failure is a lesson, every pivot adds value, and every small success reinforces the team's collective growth. At the heart of this approach is the understanding that change is not an obstacle but an opportunity. It demands a continuous commitment to learning, adjusting, and evolving, which ultimately transforms challenges into stepping stones for future achievements. Task or Reader's Task Overview. As a leader, your ability to foster sustainable growth and develop a long-term vision is crucial for the success of your organization and the well-being of the communities you serve. This task is designed to help you reflect on your current practices, set actionable goals, and implement strategies that promote sustainability and a forward-thinking mindset. Task steps. 1. Self-assessment of current practices. Reflect on your organization's current approach to sustainability. Consider the following questions. What initiatives are currently in place to promote sustainable growth? How does your organization measure success beyond financial performance? Are there areas where sustainability could be improved? Write a brief summary, 150, 200 words, of your findings and identify at least 2 areas for improvement. Sustainable growth and long-term vision. 2. Define your long-term vision. Take time to articulate a clear long-term vision for your organization. Consider the following elements. What is the ultimate purpose of your organization? How do you envision your organization contributing to social and environmental well-being in the next 5-10 years? What specific goals do you want to achieve that align with sustainable growth? Draft a vision statement, 1-2 sentences, that encapsulates your aspirations. 3. Engage stakeholders. Identify key stakeholders within your organization, e.g., team members, customers, community members, and plan a meeting or workshop to discuss sustainability and your long-term vision. Prepare open-ended questions to facilitate discussion, such as, what does sustainability mean to you in the context of our organization? How can we work together to achieve our long-term vision? After the meeting, summarize the key insights and feedback received. 4. Create an action plan. Develop a strategic action plan that outlines specific steps to enhance sustainability and work toward your long-term vision. Include at least 3 actionable initiatives, e.g., implementing a recycling program, investing in renewable energy, or enhancing employee training on sustainability. Timelines for each initiative and the resources needed for implementation. Set measurable goals for each initiative to track progress. 5. Monitor and reflect. Establish a regular review process, e.g., quarterly, to assess progress toward your sustainability initiatives and long-term vision. During these reviews, consider what successes have been achieved, what challenges have arisen, and how can they be addressed? Are there new opportunities for growth or improvement? Document your reflections and adjust your action plan as necessary. 6. Commit to continuous learning. Identify at least 1 resource, book, article, podcast, or course related to sustainable growth and long-term vision that you will engage with in the next month. Share your learnings with your team and discuss how they can be applied to your organization's practices. Sustainable growth and long-term vision. Reflect on a recent or ongoing change within your organization or team. Write a 1-page reflection that details your strategy for communicating the change to your team, emphasizing transparency and shared purpose. Concrete steps you have taken or could take to foster a culture of adaptability and continuous learning. Methods you would employ to balance immediate tactical adjustments with long-term strategic planning. Personal insights into managing the emotional and logistical challenges of change and how these experiences have shaped your leadership style. This exercise will help you turn change into a growth opportunity, reinforcing your ability to lead not only in stable times, but also amidst uncertainty. Conclusion. By completing this task, you will enhance your understanding of sustainable growth and long-term vision while taking concrete steps to implement these principles in your leadership practice. Embrace the opportunity to lead with purpose, inspire your team, and contribute to a more sustainable future for your organization and the world. Adaptability is the essence of survival. In the constant dance of change, resilience and innovation steer us toward a future defined not by obstacles, but by our capacity to overcome them. Reflection on leadership